So, Freunde, neue Quest, die Belagerung von Paradis. Wir sprechen mit den
Are we
Überlebenden.
back in Dawnshore? Already?
Ja,
This is Sapadal's doing. I'm certain of it. No power in Eora could transport us so quickly, or so far.
zurück zum Anfang, wo alles begann.
What happened to the living land started long ago, and we're going to finish it.
Are you seeing this? I don't think Paradis looked like this when we left it.
Looks like the war already started, and the giant roots are winning.
Marius, vines don't usually get that big this quickly, do they?
Ja,
Based on their growth and size, I'd say we've been gone 2 or 3 weeks.
2 bis 3 Wochen?
Hey, at least you didn't let 6 years go by.
Who knows if the garden affected time, or merely our perception of time, assuming there's even a difference.
It's like how a body fights an infection. The fever gives you strange dreams that feel like an eternity.
Look at this place. It feels like we're still in the dream. And not just us. Those are more your people's ships in the harbor. And steel garrote banners past the barricades. That can't be good.
Even Reingrim is here. Perhaps we get to see an archmage in action.
I
Vielleicht.
think I see Elia as well. What a strange reunion this will be.
The Blessed Day Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so
Alle am
hard to
Start.
prevent started without us.
Das ist in Ordnung. Ich bin es gewohnt, Kämpfe zu beenden, die ich nicht begonnen habe.
Always better than the reverse.
The Steel Garrote have been itching for a fight this whole time. This would have happened with or without us.
Before we go, what happened back there with the Dream Scourge and Sapadal?
Ich habe Sapadal aus dem Gefängnis befreit, die Traumgeister ist
I'm
vorbei.
not sure. That's good, right?
It's a relief that the Dream Scourge won't be a problem. I only hope we can say the same about Sapadal. Time will tell, I suppose.
After all this time, they're free. And the living land is free to heal.
We've cured the land and we've even freed a caged god. All in all, rather a successful day.
Kann man so sagen, ja? Zumindest ist etwas richtig
A lot
gelaufen.
of things have gone right. It's what's gone wrong we should be worried about.
We march on still.
Wie immer, ne?
We run, but we are not yet truly free.
We should take a look. See if we can get ahead of whatever storm is brewing down there.
People seem to be gathering west of here. Whatever's happening, let's be a part of it.
Everything your people have done.
Envoy? Is it really you?
Wer sonst?
Mihala told us you went into some place called the Garden to seek a god?
When you didn't return, we took you for dead.
Did you
Ich
meet
bin
your
doch da.
god there? The one whose marks you bear.
Ja.
The origin of the Dream Scourge? It was the act of a god this whole time?
Everyone, please, please. We could get to the bottom of this if you would only let them speak. It's been weeks, Envoy. What happened?
Ich habe den Gott des Landes der Lebenden getroffen und befreit.
Sapadal was responsible for the Dream Scourge. Their rage, their confusion, their fear.
But the plague isn't over. Dream Thralls still litter Shatterscarp.
There won't be any new infections. We've put a stop to that for good. Unfortunately, there's little we can do for those already in the grip of the Dream Scourge. We can give them comfort, nothing more. This will be a process. The Dream Scourge was never going to simply go away overnight.
Ja.
I suppose it stands to reason. I found that a quick fix is often anything but. What of this god, then? What does it mean that you freed them?
Wodka no doubt saw Sapadal as a threat to her authority. So, she killed the godless and imprisoned their god.
I assume it is this god we have to thank for the roots tearing apart Paradis?
Ja.
They erupted from the earth the moment those bastards stood up their first siege tower.
We were no stranger to them in Fior Mesiverno. They harrowed our fields, tore our homes in half.
We saw similar destruction at Nakuku Bell. If these roots and the Dream Scourge are the work of a god, and the gods thought it best to imprison this god, how could you let such a creature go free?
Zapata hat eine Chance zur Wiedergutmachung für die.
Let's hope they don't decide to further amend themselves by coming for our heads.
First he still Garot, now a rogue god. Is there no place safe from turmoil in all the living lands?
Sapadal's power ravaged my people. I don't know that I can ever trust it.
Keeping watch over Sapadal was a sacred task Nanru gave us when he left. For that reason alone, my wardens owe them their allegiance.
Well, whatever happens, I suppose we can't put the godling back in the bottle now.
But come, we have more pressing matters to attend to. The Steel Garrote have attacked Paradis. Inquisitor Ludwig has already joined the battle. She must have traveled like the wind to get here so fast.
Die ist doch tot. Das obere. Ich erinnere mich noch genau daran, wie ich Ludwig auf dem Gipfel des Vorjahres getötet habe.
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking. Just to be sure.
Well, she's seen better days. But you wouldn't know it, judging by how she fights.
Ludwig's plowed through the militia like a knife through warm butter.
All right, let's keep the similes to ourselves.
Regrettably, she's not in the business of making exceptions for people she deems oathbreaker. So long as her passion for Wodka lives, so too will her spirit.
Then we destroy her faith, and the rest of her will follow. I have a theory about this. Let's talk at camp if you want to hear it. But I think we can kill her.
Oh, good. That will be easy.
It is not, I think, impossible.
Was stehen wir noch hier rum? Wir müssen sie aufhalten.
Couldn't agree more.
Ludwig has sent a message to the Emperor informing him of her attack. He will send advisors and reinforcements swiftly in response. What will his representatives find when they arrive? A new colony? A budding grave room? Before you face Ludwig, you should know what you're fighting for. All of you must decide, together. But whatever you decide, understand, the days of the frontier are done. Adir will come. Indeed, we are already here.
Das ist die beste Variante wahrscheinlich. Vereinten Land der Lebenden.
Oh, Envoy, no. Do not suggest that lightly. Think of the Emperor. There would be reprisals. Ones which this conclave could not survive, fractured as you are. Not unless you came together and formed a nation of your own. It would be difficult. No, impossible. I'm certain you would fail. Think of your people, all of you. Think of the lives at stake.
Ich wende mich an meine Gefährten.
We deserve our autonomy, even if we must fight for it. Anything less would be surrender.
Fleeing someone else's laws and authority is one thing, setting up your own is another. We're an island of misfits and dissidents. We'll still have to surrender some of our autonomy, and we won't agree on what that means overnight. We'll be vulnerable. Without allies, other powers will see us as ripe for the picking. Know that this is a hard road to walk.
We were fine before Adir came. We'll be fine when they're gone.
I think we ran things perfectly fine before your kin got here.
Ich gehe davon aus, dass die versammelten Staats- und Regierungschefs sich Gedanken
Though I'm
machen.
hardly eager to work with any of you. I like the idea of twisting beneath Adir's boot heel, even less. But the wardens cannot continue their vigil without water. If the others would fix our aqueduct... We're in.
It's a nice idea, but consider the costs. If we walk away from a relationship with Adir, we're leaving a lot of trade on the table.
Ein
But
bisschen Cash
the
da.
people of Thirdborn have friends in the world. I'm sure we'd find our way through.
My people rely on the sufferance of those in Paradis for safety. We have no homes of our own anymore. And Paradis will bear the brunt of the Emperor's reprisals, whatever those may be. But if this is what this conclave wants, then Fior will stand beside you.
Rest into bounty. Does the winter frost dissuade the seeds?
Ja.
Many fruits on our boughs. We graft many leaves into strength.
Of course.
Ich will keine anderen Möglichkeiten. Ich weiß, was ich gern tue.
Well, don't leave me in suspense.
Ich glaube, wir sollten für ein vereintes Land der Lebenden kämpfen.
Oh, gods have mercy.
Solus and her wardens stand vigil with the living lands.
By grit and steel, Thirdborn stands with the living lands.
If this is what you all agree is best, the people of Fior stand with the living lands.
We deserve this opportunity. Thank you for believing in us.
Kein Problem.
Fighting a battle together is easy. I just hope everyone's willing to stick it out when it comes to the politics.
Gods, they made the right decision for once.
Finally, some sense permeates the proceedings.
On your head be the consequences. That leaves the matter of Ludwig and the Stilgarot. She will never surrender, Envoy. You must kill her, or we will lose Paradis, and eventually the island.
Okay. Feierliches
The living
legen wir
lands will
los.
never be free until we break the chain around our necks. Ludwig must die her final death.
Mein Block hier.
She better say her goodbyes.
Hier
while
gibt's
she
Avowed.
I'm
Wahrscheinlich
proud to fight at your
mit
side,
die
Envoy.
letzte oder vorletzte
One
Quest
last
tatsächlich
time.
gerade.
Let's get to work then. We've got a walking corpse to bury.
The Paradis militia will be at your back. Give her no quarter. The future waits for you.
Schweigend nicht.
Show them a fight, Envoy.
Gather your forces and secure the eastern gate. From there, take back the main plaza. I have faith in you.
Verstanden.
Gods be with you, Envoy.
Let's take back the city together. Show the Stilgarot how the living lands takes care of
Und
its
was
own.
geht bei dir so Schönes?
Time to stop the Stilgarot. Lead the way, Envoy.
So we're going after the Steel Garot now, right? Let's do it.
Okay. Erreiche die Stadt. Nur dann muss ich. Gibt's hier Waffen, die ich noch nicht habe? Scheinbar nicht.
It's no use. Quit over
Okay, sind wir alle besiegt. Let's go. Ab in die Stadt. Oh, jetzt sind wir mehr. Sterben bitte, oder die Zauberin. Oh, da vorne ist noch eine. Haben wir alle? Ich glaube. Hallo, aktivieren. Dankeschön. Macht es, Wonka! Gute Nacht, schlaf gut. Ich habe Charakter-Upgrade gehabt, ne? Und willkommen zurück, Blocky. PC-Absturz immer nicht so geil.
I'm sick! Come and get me! I'm sick!
Make the Inquisitor!
Next one's mine! Watch the left!
Hallo? Bleiben Sie ruhig. Wo kommen die denn? Ah, ich muss den Platz einnehmen. Ja. Den Platz dann jetzt eingenommen? Eigentlich nicht.
The eastern gate is ours.
Yes.
I'll stay here. You watch out for Ludwig.
I'll teach you!
Ja, sonst nichts. Okay, dann gehen wir weiter. Also mit der Dale, die da liegt, reden wir nicht. Oder mit dem Dale, weiß ich nicht. Dann wir gehen weiter zu A.
I'm sick! Behind it! I'm sick!
X, einmal Essenz und einmal Z. Jetzt ein bisschen zocken. Es wird schönes gezockt. So, darf ich jetzt einmal hier weitergehen, ja? Ich will noch mit dem Platz hier vorne ein.
Here we go! I'm sick! Hard enough.
Ich muss auch mal dringend meine Wohnung so weit fertig machen, dass ich auch mal wieder Gäste hier empfangen kann. Jo. Wer greift mich noch an? Da hinten. Da komm ich hin. Der ist tot. Der ist tot. Der ist so gut wie tot. Der ist tot. Einer noch hier, zack. Was sonst? Angenehm. Konfrontiere Ludwig.
Wurde demands your submission. Stand against her and fall.
That's Ludwig ahead. Lead on. I'm with you to the end.
This is it, on.
So, you survived the
Gar
garden.
kein Problem, hä?
Did you come all this way just to try your luck again?
Ja.
To kill me more efficiently than last time?
Wenn ich richtig mitgezählt habe, bist du schon zweimal gestorben. Vielleicht sind aller guten Dinge drei.
You'll get your chance.
Then what are you waiting for?
Look around, Envoy. Heelguard should have listened. He tried to bring order through compromise. He failed. Order is meant to be imposed by a stern, guiding hand.
Her order wields sharp steel. She must set down her blade.
Schweig und zieh deine Waffe. Mal gucken, was
Why
passiert.
prolong the inevitable? Farewell, Envoy.
Famous last words.
Let's finish this. Together.
Once I'm done killing you, your god of...
We are every seed in the soil.
X will ich gucken.
Queen among queens.
Was passiert hier jetzt?
Send me your aid.
Okay. Oh. Hier kommt jetzt ziemlich von oben. Das ist richtig.
One moment.
Wer ist er?
Again! Help me!
Okay, noch ein Leben. Wie viele noch ist die Frage? Und was kämpfe ich hier? check's nur so halb, ehrlich gesagt, ne? Kombo geben. Ist sie tot, ja?
Wherever Ludwig is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if needed.
She's done. But we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together.
Guys, you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Unraveled at last. We no longer feel her wire against our flesh. We are free always. We are free forever.
Silence falls over Paradis, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it, the ringing of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. You feel Sappadal close to your thoughts, stirring with interest. The god of the living lands is observing this moment, unfettered by confusion or fear. For the first time in centuries, they understand. The Paradis militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The dream scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction. You tell them the truth, how the plague came from a power beyond mortal understanding, and how it is finally at peace. Thanks to you, the living lands has escaped Adiran oppression. The free settlements unite under a common banner and begin the fraught process of negotiating new traditions and values. The Empire withdraws. The frontier remains wild, but not for long. Fugitives no more. The rebels of Paradis return to their home and to other free settlements, bringing their skills and secrets wherever needed. For once, they have a future. The refugees of Emerald Stair find a cold welcome in the city of Paradis. Animancy is frowned upon, but their knowledge of agriculture is highly valued. The first bountiful harvest improves relations. The ashes of Fior Messiverno continue to smolder. Scavengers avoid the ruins, fearful of spirits unleashed by animancy gone awry. The once promising city is nothing but a cautionary tale. For the people of Shatterscarp,
Independence is bittersweet. Those who cannot withstand the grief inflicted by Ringgrim's spell leave the settlements, vanishing into the wilderness. Those who remain find themselves forced to cooperate with others, often begrudgingly. With so many dead, the need to stave off hunger outweighs any distaste for certain trading partners. Solace Keep clings to its long-held isolation at first. But after mourning her friend Kostya, Mihala reluctantly deigns to open the doors of the fortress. Some dwarves greet newcomers with glee. Others still mutter darkly about outsiders. Mihala flounders in her earliest negotiations with the rest of the living lands, but slowly learns compromise. She develops a taste for Valian sweets. As the din of battle fades and the dust settles in Paradis, Kai finds himself alone again. He longs to enjoy the camaraderie that follows a skirmish, but something is missing. The songs ring hollow in his chest, and the drink lands dry in his throat. He packs what little he has and makes for the coast. He doesn't know where he will go, only that his time in the living lands is through.
Okay, krass.
There was a lifeline here, but he never quite grasped it. He will drift. With his travels alongside the envoy complete, Marius is left directionless once again. Rather than disappearing into his cups, however, Marius leans on his time among his companions to give him the strength to re-enter society and find comfort in civilization. He establishes a route between Paradis and Thirdborn, guiding travelers between the two in return for money and supplies. And while he has a reputation for being aloof, he joins the campfires from time to time, sharing stories of his time with the envoy that most travelers believe are completely made up. Giada learned much in your time together. How to stand up to authority, how to face the unknown, and how to move on from the past. But her family's unfinished work weighs heavily on her soul. Her inheritance is the burden of achieving the impossible. Such is the life of an animancer. At least now she has the right tools for the job, and new friends to help her through hard times. No longer under the threat of imminent death, Yardsley returns to the Animancers. Reunited with her beloved Quilici, she helps him and the Animancers as they put their lives together after the attack on Fior Messiverno. Eventually, she even has something nice to say to Vidaro. As
Die ist nicht zu dieser großen Magierin gegangen, ne?
Peace, Yardsley is struck by the persistent feeling that something is missing. Though she still devotes herself to her studies of both the arcane and the godless, the restlessness never goes away. Freed from torment for the first time in centuries, Sapadal turns their prodigious curiosity to the people that shaped them. They observe the ways their people live, and they think deeply about what they see. Though they flinch away from moments of violence, and they grieve souls returned to them too soon, the rage that once shook cities to rubble no longer rules them. Instead, they come to you with questions. They want to understand. After a time, they begin tentatively to garden. Where they can, they improve the lives of Kith, and the suffering that troubled them is reduced, if never fully eradicated. Their grief compels them to love, and they love unreservedly, with the power of a god. Sapadal has questions about what happens tomorrow, and the day after. You do your best to keep them calm, until the voice in your head is little more than a polite whisper. After everything you've been through, you don't mind the company. The sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it. Because everything is about to change.
Freunde, das war Avowed. Krass. Durchgespielt.